Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. Now in this episode, we're going to go ahead and talk to this guy right here in front of us, see what he wants. I'll take you through the entire quest, show you where to go kill the mobs, how hard they are, bring them back, and then show you what you actually get for turning it in. And see if that leads to another quest line for him, and hopefully some really nice items. So let's go ahead and talk to him and see what we get.
Hello.
1,000 curses on the master. A mage of my stature shouldn't have to stoop so low as to be forced to collect spell components for his experiments. And then, of course, I can respawn spell components, or what are you seeking? My benefactor is most insistent that I gather the dust from the wisps that meander throughout these mountains. Something about their nature adds to the potency of a spell he is crafting. For a reward, I might be able to collect the wisp dust for you, or interesting, what sort of spell is he preparing? So I'm going to say interesting. I want to know what more before I give him the stuff he's going to use, that he's not going to use it for something bad. Many questions should remain unanswered, my friend. I've seen the master kill people for asking too much. I'll not risk a similar fate in divulging secrets to a newly met adventurer. Fine, though. For a reward, I might be able to collect the essence dust for you. So stock components, level 24, you get at least 94 silver, 55 copper. Now normally in real life I wouldn't accept a quest like this or a job without knowing what it is, but since it's part of the game, we'll go ahead and do it. Alright, I might be able to part with a trinket of sorts in exchange for your help. The sooner I have all the material components I've been asked to bring back, the sooner I can return to home. Yes, home. And I put the pauses in there because that's what he's, saying it should be with a little ... So obviously he's not telling the complete truth right there. We have a deal. I will return with a large amount of dust shortly. So let's go over and hopefully gather some dust from the little wisp over here. Now if I remember right, they're not too hard. They are kind of difficult to attack because they are kind of high up there. So you need something that can either shoot like an arrow or a spell that can attack from far away. And as you can see, they don't actually come running to you right away. They actually throw some spells at you as well. So preferably if you have a ranged class, this would be the ideal person to have pull these. But if you don't, you can make do. You can actually walk right underneath them and hit just a regular attack button to do it. Loot that. So I went ahead and leveled. Apprentice has gained a new spell. There's a new spell I just got down here. They always give you your new spells on the hotbar, and anything that gets upgraded will automatically be upgraded down here. Okay, I'm getting hit by something. Kill this and then I'll loot it and see what he had. What do you mean I'm too busy to loot right now? I'm gonna be too busy. Let me take my mount off. Still too busy. I must be bugged or something. Well, I guess it's not too big of a deal for now. I'll put my mount back on because it's just really slow without it. Hopefully I'm not too bugged to still get the updates that I need. But yeah, you should be able to walk right underneath it and attack it with your regular attack. However, you will have to be pretty close. Yeah, I'm just bugged on this one. I'll log out afterwards, but I'll show you on the next one how difficult it can be depending on how high up in the air they are. You may not actually be able to hit it if it's in a certain weird spot or something like that, but for the most part you should be fine. And as you can see, not too bad. A little easier because I am on a horse, and that does add some height. And they did incorporate that into the game because depending on how high your character is, if you're playing like a dwarf or something like that, you may have to jump to get over rocks. Whereas if you're playing a taller class, you can just run over those rocks without actually having any issues. Oh, that one's so high up there. I could barely hit that one with my spells, let alone using my regular attack to get it. See, ones like that may be out of your range if you don't have some kind of spell or bow. Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, there we go. I'm right underneath them. And it puts him just into range of that one spell, which allows me to pull him down. See, and he runs all the way down here, thankfully. Now the first one hasn't even spawned, or respawned I should say, so not too quick. But there does seem to be quite a few of them, so you shouldn't really run out unless there's more than one person here hunting them at the exact same time. Which, believe it or not, can happen quite a bit, depending on how many people are making new characters nowadays and how many people are on during the hours you're playing. You may have to share the mobs or the quest with several people. And in situations like that, if you see multiple people running around killing the same creature you are, do not be hesitant to say, hey, let's group together. Even if it's just for that quest, even if all you guys do is group together to kill those mobs together and then, you know, disband afterwards, it saves you from having to compete with these other people to get the same kill, because all you need to do is be part of the group. You know, even if you don't actually do any damage to the creature, just being part of the group will give you the update you need for that quest. So with 2 people you can kill twice as fast, and you're not competing against each other, which means you'll get twice as many, twice as fast. So always a good thing to talk to other people. I mean, you're playing an MMO, you should be trying to talk to other people. I know some people don't. My brother was kind of that way. He never liked a group. That's why he always played a soloing class. But he liked the open world feel and just the expansive nature of MMOs in general, which is why he always played. But I always felt that he was kind of missing something, so I always went out of my way to try to find him groups or alliances or guilds to join that were friendly enough to people who, you know, maybe on the bit of the shy side and don't feel comfortable. Because it is kind of daunting for people who've never grouped before. They don't know what to expect. Sometimes you get pulled into a group and then you guys end up going to a weird zone. And if you're not familiar with the zones, you won't even know how to get there. You'll feel lost, you'll feel like left behind because everybody already knows how to get there. They run there and they leave you in the dust. So unless you have somebody who's going out of their way to kind of lead you by the hand or by the nose almost, how to get to one place or another and be kind about it, you know, remembering that at one point they were like that, it can be very, you know, intimidating, unfortunately. And try to get these down. Should be the last one I need. I never did see what this one does. Increases stamina of caster, strength of caster, and mitigation of caster versus elemental, noxious, and arcane damage by 345. So that's going to be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and put that over here. Put that on. And I am still bugged. I still can't loot anything. Turn back in. And I just got promoted in my guild. I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on. Yeah, a little bit of lag over here. Not too much, though. The new expansion just came out. That's why there's a lot of bugs going on. A little bit more lag than normal. And when I first logged in, I had like 15 new buttons to pick from that I had to assign and stuff like that. So a bit of a headache there, but let's go ahead and turn in.
Well met.
Stock components. You get 1 gold, 58 silver, and 3 copper. Good, the master will be most pleased with me. Perhaps now, after securing his trust, I can... Well, my plans of a little matter to you. Here, take this. Let it not be said that the Thayvl do not keep their word. Indeed. Or, I'm actually heard otherwise, but never mind. And that's the end of his quest line. You can see there's no more feathers above his head. He's not offering anything new. Now, this may not always be the case with NPCs. You may get another quest line, or it may not be anything there now. You go off and do somebody else's quest, or do a whole bunch of other people's quests, come back, and they have a feather all of a sudden because you've done those other quests. So just because you finished off all the quests in an area doesn't mean that you should never come back to this area. You need to be, you know, vigilant and come back every so often just to be safe. So again, guys, I want to thank you for watching these videos. If you like them, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave comments below, or as always, you're welcome to log on and hit me up in game. I'm on the Permafrost server for those of you who want to know. And I want to thank you guys for watching.